will start working. Oh my goodness, I'm looking at the sexy cam. I need to look over here. Oh, this is gonna mess with me. Oh my goodness. I need to ignore the camera. You guys, I can't get my sexy cam to work. But thankfully, I do have the sexy mic today. For some reason, my Sony A7S II has decided to stop working as a webcam. It's probably taking a stand. It's probably saying, I wasn't meant for this, man. I am a full frame, top of the line camera. You should be using me professionally. How dare you use me as a webcam? So it's maybe revolting. I'm not sure. You guys, who's watching? Who's watching live? Today we're going to talk about one of the best advertisements I've ever seen. I'm going to keep looking over here at this damn camera. This is going to drive me nuts. For those of you who don't realize, I do have my my A7S here, and I keep. Oh goodness. Thanks for being with me. I appreciate it. I think I'm going to need to just cover it up with a blanket. Hey, watching from Italy. Thank you for watching all the way in Italy. So my name's Ben. Let me get a countdown going here. We're going to talk about one of the best advertisements that I've ever seen a photographer run. If you're running ads, you should probably pay attention to this video. If you're considering running ads, you should probably pay attention to this video. Hey, we out here live. What's up, Mikey? Appreciate you being here with me. Hannah as well. Throwing some hand raises. Woot, just like this. Thank you for being a part of the show, you guys. We're going to start the content out in 1 minute and 30 seconds. If you're new to my audience, let me know. Share with me in the comments. Hi, I'm new and this is where I'm from. I would love to welcome you to be a part of this space. If you are a faithful watcher, you can just say hi as well. And then obviously, if you're catching the replay of this, go ahead and type those magical words replay. Jess, thanks for being with me on this Wednesday. This is a really important community. This is a really important space of the internet that I seek to provide a ton of value to, and I also seek to protect the integrity of it. And so I wanted to say thank you to you guys as an audience. Thank you for sharing your stories. Thank you for asking great questions. Thank you for providing great answers right on posts. And I say protecting the integrity of it because, there's a lot of groups that get overrun with douchery, self-promotion, just mean belittling comments, just internet hate. And so thank you for creating a space and holding the integrity of a space that doesn't allow for that, and encourages one another while still driving each other forward. Unfaithful watcher. Hey there, Michael Newman's here as well. Thank you for catching live from Brazil. Somewhat new, radical. Hey, thank you for being here, someone new. Hey, we got another new one from Forest Hill. Hey, thanks. Hey, Monique. Good to see you here as well. Love the hair wave. I see waves everywhere. Hair waves for sure. Shannon. Hey, Shannon. All right, you guys, the timer is up. That means we're going to get started into the content. Welcome. So my name's Ben Hartley. I host the Six Figure Photography Podcast, and I'm committed to see photographers grow their business, primarily by growing their mindset, by growing the amount of inquiries they have, and increasing the profits per inquiry, maximizing the profit per lead. It's one thing to get booked up as a portrait photographer for $200 a session. It's another thing to get booked up as a portrait photographer averaging $3,000 a session. And I want the latter for you. Everyone in this group, there's no reason why you can't be making over $100,000 in take home. There's no reason. There's no reason, and I won't stand for the excuses. I will support you in the midst of the frustration that life offers, but I won't stand for it. I'm here to drive us onward. So a few things about this space. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm live in this group at 3 p.m. EST doing coaching videos to help you guys out. Alongside the coaching videos, I do workshops relatively randomly, a couple times a month, once a month. I do these workshops, and the workshops are dedicated workshops of content. I've got workshops on how to increase your profit without raising your prices. I've got workshops on getting into print sales. I've got workshops on booking small weddings and elopements, how to price them, how to book them. I got workshops workshops on mindset. There's a workshop on Instagram. There's another workshop. Man, what are the other workshops? Workshops on not eliminating getting ghosted. Workshops on copywriting. Workshops on your website. All of those are available for replay. And so make sure that you go over to the units tab or the announcements and you will see the link for all the replays. Now, the next workshop that I have for you guys is a 5-day long workshop. All right. So I just announced this. We are doing a 5-day challenge, and it is going to be a 5-day long workshop. And each day I'm going to give you a new scripts, 5 scripts to increase your bookings, 5 scripts that you can inject right into your business to get more bookings. And so, listen, with these 5 scripts that are available for you guys, even if you don't take it word for word, but maybe you take a nugget, maybe you take a sentence, an idea, a mood, a phrase, even like an intention, meaning this, maybe as I give you the script, I'm also going to be teaching on why it works. What about this script is actually creating a response from your client? How is it leveraging emotional connection? How is it leveraging a certain response? And so maybe during the 5-day challenge, you take away a concept or a psychological principle that you can leverage with your own. Or maybe you just completely copy and paste exactly what I send into your business, and I support you. So the 5-day challenge signups are open. If you go to benhartley.com/challenge, let me actually just do this real quick. benhartley.com/challenge. Boom. Okay, hold it. Wait for it. Okay, benhartley.com/challenge. You are going to see if I can get this up here. Wait for it. Wait for it. I wanna bow. Okay, cool. Wow, my face isn't there. Let's see if I can figure out where my face went. Where's my face? Oh no. I think it's trying to pull from my camera that's not working. I'm just gonna do this. Hey, okay, I disconnected it. Okay, so this is the 5-day challenge. It's gonna be to transform your boring, forgettable scripts into powerful tools to get you more bookings. And so each day of the challenge, I'm going to be unpacking a new script. So day 1 of the challenge is going to be the Instagram DM script, what to DM potential leads. Day 2 is going to be a text message script. Day 3 is going to be the initial email script. Day 4, vendor partnership script. Day 5, the phone script. All right. This is the second challenge that I've done. This is just a little bit about me in case you don't know what I'm up to. Other people who have participated in the previous challenge, you're just going to go ahead and click join the challenge, put in your name, email here, and you will join the challenge where you'll get access to all of that. Now, so that's what I want you guys to see and make sure that you get signed up for it and you're a part of this challenge. All right. Okay, back to me. Today, I want to talk about one of the most powerful ads that I've ever seen ran from a photographer. And what I want to do today is I'm going to play the ad for you guys. I'm going to screen share. I'm going to play the ad, and I'd love to hear what resonates with you. Can you please put the link? Yeah. Let me actually go do that right now. Somebody asked for the link here to the 5-day challenge. Let me just grab that for you. And so I'm going to play the ad for you guys, and I want to hear from you. What resonates? I want you guys to talk to me in the comments. What are the things that you pick up on? What are the things that you resonate with as I share this? And then I'm going to do a breakdown of this ad. And through the breakdown, we're going to discover some things that you can do in your business. benhartley.com. Sorry, I have to say words out loud. I'm typing in the dealio. benhartley.com/challenge. Okay, cool. That's where you sign up. I just dropped it in there. Okay, cool. Now back to the ad. Okay, sweet. There it is. I just dropped it in for you guys. benhartley.com/challenge. It is going to be a free workshop, by the way. It's a fully free workshop. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again, and I'm going to play this video. So let me give you a little context here. This video comes from Caroline Tran. Now, if you don't know who Caroline Tran is an incredible, incredible human being, a fantastic photographer. She is a Fuji ambassador, I would let, maybe someday I'll be a Fuji ambassador. I shoot Fuji, but but I'm not an ambassador. But Caroline is. You can check out her work, and I want to encourage you to give Caroline a follow as well. Absolutely stunning. She was on Ellen's Game of Games, so you can catch her here. Look at this. This is Caroline.
Okay, and you are? Hi, Ellen. I'm Caroline Tran. I'm a photographer here in Los Angeles.
Okay, cool. Anyhow, you see. So yeah, she was on Ellen. But this is her work. We're going to take a look at this video that I saw. And so I'm going to start by making sure that the audio is going to come through here. And
so when my grandpa...
Okay, good, it is. What we're going to do is we're going to watch this video. And I want you guys in the comments to start typing, what are the things that are happening for you? As someone who would be considering doing a family session, a session with your mom, your dad, around springtime for Mother's Day, the Mother's Day sessions, what resonates with you? What's working? And then I'm going to do a breakdown of what I see working for me. And then we're going to discuss how you can do this in your own business. And so without further ado, let me play this quick little video here for you guys. Who's ready? Let me know in the comments if you're ready to see this shit, because it's so good. I was stopped in my tracks when I saw this video from Caroline Tran. Let's play it.
So when my grandpa passed away, the family was scrounging to find photos of him. For his memorial photo, I had to Photoshop him out of a big group picture, and that became the photo that we used as his memorial service. So when I thought about my parents, I didn't want to be in the same predicament again with my parents where I didn't have any photos of them. I started with just something simple, I just took them out to the park. I was like, I'm gonna push the boundaries. I know I've never seen them hold hands before, and I've never seen them hug or show affection before. I tried to remove myself from being that child and now being their storyteller. I love the tradition that we've started to create these beautiful Mother's Day sets, and clients have come in year after year now. It's such an honor to be able to be part of this for them and, document their stories and capture a little glimpse into their life and get some beautiful portraits of them that they will have forever to cherish. So when my grandpa passed away,
all right, I'm going to pause there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to the actual link that this would take you to. Okay, this is going to be the link, Motherhood Mini Session. So I'm reading from you guys right now. Relatable, tradition, what else? Emotional. I love to keep hearing what resonates with you when you watch this video. Someone said such a fantastic video. Mikey, as you watch that, what was fantastic? What stood out about this video? I'd love to actually, I want to try to identify the specific things that are happening so that way you guys can implement these type of rules, or you can leverage these type of concepts as well. Not duplicate, but just leverage the concept, right? Yeah, hits the pain point. Yes, that's awesome. I always think about what people will do with no photos after a loved one dies, but I never know how to express it without talking about death and sounding depressing. Lena, did this in the conversation? She did talk about death here. Was it depressing to you? Is that how you felt leaving the video? Did you feel sad or depressed as you were done reading this video or watching this video? Yeah, someone said love. The story about her grandfather, connection and realism, authentic memories, tradition, passion. That's a really great, I like that, passion. I think we try to sell how important photos are as a keepsake, but she went and told us exactly what happened to her, not in a I'm selling minis type of way. Yeah, she shared a personal story. She put herself in your shoes. Really nails the fear of someone being lost. We don't know how important a photo is until we've lost a loved one. Love. Motivating. I think people can relate to the issue of not having photos of their loved ones, and they want to solve the problem. Yeah, Lena says, no, it wasn't depressing. That's why it's a good point. Yeah, good. Yeah, Lena, I didn't want you to think I was accusing you of it. I just was curious if this did leave you with that. Loved the storytelling. Yeah, I found it beautiful and inspiring. Another person said, eye-opening. The last photo I took of my dad was almost a decade ago. Granted, we were estranged for years before he passed. Thank you for sharing your story with us. So there's a few things that I wanted to speak to about this particular ad. The first one was that, and I want you guys to see this here. Let me actually readjust this. I want you to see when you click on it, I want you to see the photograph that you see here. Take a look at who this is. Take a look at the main people right here. See it right here is Caroline and her two boys. This is the main photograph. And then the very first one, even before that, is her. So not only has she placed herself as someone who's been in your shoes, but now she's showcasing herself. She's showcasing her family. I had a conversation yesterday with Lachlan, and we talked about the power of sharing your story. People want to buy from people that they like, know, and trust. And how do I know if I trust you? One of the ways I can know if I trust you is if you're an authority. Well, Caroline is an ambassador for a Fujifilm. That's one way that she could have led as an ambassador of Fujifilm, but she didn't. There's another way to leverage trust, and that is through empathy. Two ways to leverage authority. Two ways to leverage that you're the guide to build trust. Number one is authority, which again, it's like Caroline could have done. She could have said, I'm a Fujifilm ambassador on that advertisement. She did not. So the way that she built trust was through empathy. All right, I've been in your shoes. And so then she drives that home even more so then when you click on this, you actually see the pictures of her and her family. So I just love that. I love how we got connected to her as a photographer, and now we want to buy from her. Another really big takeaway for me, somebody said, I think the choice of music also adds to the mood. Yes, absolutely. Another big takeaway is a lot of times I see mini sessions, and the mini sessions, because they're mini sessions, they focus, and this is mini sessions, my friends. Because it's a mini session, you think, well, in order to sell this, I need to capitalize, I need to focus on the features. I need to focus on, it's a 20-minute session, you're gonna get 15 pictures, and it is only $150, right? So you feel like because it's a mini, it's a quick thing, it's a commoditized thing, it's an in and out, it's a pop-up studio thing, that you need to leverage that. Notice that these are mini sessions, and she did not once sell the features. She sold the benefit. So when you're creating your advertising and you're creating your copy, think about, what is the value of this thing in my client's life? What would be the value of having these photographs in the client's life? And put the emphasis on the value, the benefit in their life, the result that they're going to receive, rather than just the feature. This is a 30-minute session. You get 15 photographs and it's $300, right? Those are all the features. And I just love how beautifully that we were immersed in the story. We were immersed in the benefit that this would have in our own lives by seeing it in her life, right? Yes, all five senses going on, absolutely. Now, I want to talk about the power of language, that the words we used matters, right? The words we use matters. What we choose to say matters, okay? And so when I say this, this has a lot to do with value. It has a lot to do with positioning, and has a lot to do with value just through language. So even for me to say, your book is going to be X amount of money, a book versus an heirloom album or a family album. There's even just different language there, right? And so even like she said this, and maybe we'll rewatch it, but she says, being there, storytelling. Like being my client's storyteller. Like she's also building value in the language that she used. She didn't say being their photographer, being there for the shoot, being there for the session. No, she says being there as their storyteller. And then, so actually here, let's do a quick little replay. And actually on this note, I want you to write out for me, comment, what are all the different words that she uses where she could have just as easily said something about photo shoot, pictures, images, photographs, photographer, camera, client. I want you to try to dial in what was the language that she chose to use really intentionally. All right, write it in the comments. Let's watch this one more time. Try to now listen for the language.
So when my grandpa passed away, the family was scrounging to find photos of him. For his memorial photo, I had to Photoshop him out of a big group picture.
Wait. Was it playing? I think on my preview, it wasn't playing. Hopefully you guys will see that. I'm going to replay it in case it didn't come through. Again, we're going to look for language here. I want you guys to write out the words. I apologize if it was showing. It wasn't looking like it was in my end here.
So when my grandpa passed away, the family was scrounging to find photos of him. For his memorial photo, I had to Photoshop him out of a big group picture. And that became the photo that we used as his memorial service. So when I thought about my parents, I didn't want to be in the same predicament again with my parents where I didn't have any photos of them. I started with just something simple, I just took them out to the park. I was like, I'm gonna push the boundaries. I know I've never seen them hold hands before, and I've never seen them hug or show affection before. I tried to remove myself from being that child and now being their storyteller. I love the tradition that we've started to create these beautiful Mother's Day sets, and clients have come in year after year now. It's such an honor to be able to be part of this for them and document their stories and capture a little glimpse into their life and get some beautiful portraits of them that they will have forever to cherish. So when my grandpa passed.
All right, cool. What are the words that you saw? Or not saw, but heard? What were some of the words or phrases that you heard Caroline use in this? Someone said tradition, right? Tradition would be one. Document their stories is another one. Let me go back just to me here real quick. Yep, document the stories. Tradition, be a part of. Document, forever to cherish. Cherish, didn't have any photos. Push boundaries, document their story. Take a glimpse of their life. Cherish, document their story instead of take pictures. Yes, I'm going to speak to a few of the ones that stood out to me here. These were a few that stood out. She says that I also just related to the story. I could imagine myself documenting my own parents, not usually seeing the affection that maybe I'm not used to seeing that. And so to actually see that come out, and her parents was really awesome. But she said, like, I took myself out of being their kid and said I was going to be their storyteller. Being their storyteller. And then I love this, what she described, and this is a great way to suggest the benefit to them, was there's a new tradition that we started. So these Mother's Day mini sessions that we're looking at here, she's positioning these Mother's Day mini sessions as a new tradition for her clients. And then she even says this, year after year, this is a new tradition for my couples, where year after year, I hand design these sets. And you can see her hand designing this, like the floral element that's there, right? To capture, you guys saw this one as well. She talks about capturing a glimpse into their life. That's a benefit. It's like, well, yeah, you get 15 photographs. What does that mean? It means that you get to capture a glimpse into their life. And she describes it as being an honor to document. It's an honor for her to document that glimpse. Let me see back what you guys had to say about this. I just loved how she positioned it as a tradition that you could start, how this is something you do year after year. I thought that was absolutely beautiful, absolutely brilliant. Let me get my comments back here. Yes, that homework assignment, everyone photographed their parents. Yep, absolutely. Taking herself out as a child. Yes. Storyteller, tradition. Yeah, the tradition line was absolutely perfect. Storyteller. Yep. Okay, beautiful, you guys. So as you're thinking about your copywriting, as you're thinking about putting together maybe a video or an advertisement, I have a coach of mine. His name is Carl Lubb. And my coach, Carl, has said this, that when creating a piece of advertisement, your advertisement, it has to hit at least one of the three things. And if it can hit more than just one, that's when you know it's an amazing ad, okay? And so one of the three things that Carl has shared is, number one, Carl said, it has to educate. It has to actually educate, open up new perspective, or teach something to your client. Okay. And I'd love to hear from you guys of what you think this ad does. Okay. So number one is educate. Does it open up new perspective? Does it teach something new to the potential buyer? So that's number one of the three things that an ad must do at a bare minimum. The second thing that an ad must do, again, it has to be at least one of these things. If you hit more than one, then we're off to the races. So if you're thinking about, an ad, are you going to educate? Okay. The second thing is it, maybe we can flex on humor. Can you create something that has humor attached to it? Right. So again, maybe you don't educate, but maybe your ad is funny and so it'll work. But my goodness, maybe it is funny and it educates. Now we're off to the races. The third area for advertising that really works is if the third one is if it is heartwarming, if it can connect with empathy and with a heartwarming nature. Okay. So out of all these things, again, the three options are, does it educate? Does it offer a new perspective and teach your lead something? Is it funny? Does it leverage humor? And then the third one is heartwarming. So how many of these did Caroline use in this advertisement? And I want you guys to use this as a reference point. As you're making an ad, you want to try to hit at least one, but it's going to be a good ad if you can hit two. All right. So Mikey says this: new perspective, thinking about what kind of valuable photos we can have with our loved ones. Yes. This one definitely heartwarming and opening up new perspective. Yes. Absolutely. So what if she did this same ad, but it just educated? You guys, your loved ones, they're not going to be here for very long. And so I'm going to be hosting up some minis. That way you can have these photographs to document. What if it was a little bit more informational in its tone and delivery? It wouldn't have resonated. We wouldn't have stayed with the story, right? And so, so, okay, yep, definitely heartwarming, opening new perspective. Awesome, you guys. And then the other thing that I loved was, again, I expressed this at the beginning, but Caroline was not afraid to put herself out there. She wasn't afraid to share her pictures, to share who she is, to share her family. In the ad, I love that she's actually the one creating the backdrop by hand, and she's talking through this whole process while she's doing it. And it just really built that like no trust. So, all right, you guys, listen, my last call to action for you guys is to follow Caroline Tran. You can continue to see the rest of her work and how incredibly impactful it is. She's such a beautiful soul. She's incredibly funny. And so just another great photographer to be following along as you're looking to grow in your journey. Look at this. Dude, it's like she knows how to make video ads. Wasn't that, that we could do a whole breakdown of that video ad. Like, I just wanted to watch that whole thing over and over and replay, right? And so in that regard, actually, that ad, out of those three things, right? Humor, education, and heartwarming, like that was kind of all three in a way. Like there was humor in it with just the way she's floating around the screen. She's kind of just like this heartwarming character, the bright colors, like it just felt kind of pleasant. And then it also educated, right? Did you guys see that? That was incredible. How it leveraged all three of those things. Okay. What was her name again? Her name is Caroline Tran. I'll scroll back up to the top. Caroline Tran, Fujifilm ambassador. Don't you want to be her friend? Okay, cool. All right, you guys. Well, listen, I just wanted to share what I learned from watching this. And by the way, in case anyone's curious, I did reach out to Caroline and I asked if I had her permission to do a breakdown with a whole bunch of other photographers of all the things that I valued about the advertisement that she did. And she gave me permission to share this with you. And so go ahead, give her a follow, message her with just words of support. Let her know that you saw her advertisement, that you like what she's done. She's an incredible educator as well. And so follow her along. You guys, thank you for being here with me today. I will be live tomorrow, 3 p.m. EST here in the group to help you guys continue to grow. I also will be doing a Q&A over on Clubhouse at 10 a.m. if you'd like to join me on Clubhouse for a little business brainstorm Q&A tomorrow morning. And so thank you, friends. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.